motor vehicles, and it's illegal for them to do it. So I'm here to retrieve it back.
You said you said a police officer took it?
Yes, one of the city of Lawrence. So we need to talk to the mayor, because I'm not talking to the bus boys no more about this little,
okay,
problem.
1 second. I'll be right back.
Appreciate you, man. Go ahead and get you this, man. Yep.
Yeah, all right.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, all right.
I bet. Yeah, man. Get this stuff back, man. Stop playing with it. Okay.
Power on. 9.
This can't keep happening. Like, and
It's not happening no more.
they were so disrespectful. Good morning. How you
Good.
doing,
I'm
man?
Mayor Collier's executive assistant. I'm Mary Jo.
My name is Brown Bay. I'm the Attorney General for
How you doing? My name is
the
Carl,
United
man.
States of American Republic. Let's see this right here, brother, real fast. One of your officers out of this city took one of our state identification documents, which was his license lawfully issued out of our state. And we have a state charter with the state of Indiana as the province of Indiana, United States of American Republic. I have the whole business license and stuff right here. We can go to County Law Secretary of State site and validate this. But besides the Indiana Vehicle Code 92417, who does not need Indiana driver's license, is by his state of domicile. His state domicile state is the province of Indiana, not the United States of American Republic. And I'm under orders by the state and to do a lot of things behind, people pulling us around and not recognizing these instrumentalities that are lawfully issued from our government for
So we wanted to know,
citizens.
is it possible for us to speak to the mayor?
Well, he has somebody in his office with him right now, but I can share information with him. Are you saying that you don't have a document that you need?
Yes, the Lawrence Police Department, first of all, they're not recognizing our documents. And then they took my driver's license and told me that it's not a real valid document.
Okay, so it appears that we have some U.S.A.R. Moorish group members down at a mayor's office because some police took his fictitious U.S.A.R. license from him. You gotta be frickin' kidding me. These fools went down to the mayor's office because their identification got taken from them. These guys are absolutely insane if they think that they're going to be granted a meeting with the mayor to discuss their fictitious license being taken from them at a traffic stop. You guys have a court date. Go to that court date and plead your case there. You showing up to the mayor's office is not going to be fruitful for your situation. This is ridiculous.
When it's recognized by County Laws and Indiana Secretary of State.
Exactly.
Okay.
As legit and a self-state
who the
to
officer was?
Officer Wright out of the Lawrence Police Department.
Yeah, because when they did the report, they didn't really put their names and stuff down on the paper as far as I'm concerned.
But he gave me 2 traffic tickets and then they gave me a court date. When I showed up for the court date, they tried to say that I falsely he added some more charges that I gave him false government identification when everything is valid. You can prove it through the state, through the Indianapolis, the county, everything is valid.
This is who I work for, the Department of Justice.
And I just wanted to get this resolved. They're trying to make me go get fingerprinted and call me black when I'm not any
black,
of that.
He's racist, Asiatic, nationalized, Moorish, his legal status, lost-free white person because of ties.
All right. One question I do have.
Yes,
our
ma'am.
police chief, David Hoffman, have you spoken with him at all?
No, ma'am.
No, we haven't because honestly, at this point, ma'am,
We tried to talk to them and
the circle game.
Okay,
I'm not going to do this.
Which
right
I
now.
understand. So we obviously want to get your document back. But the first thing we need to do is follow a chain of command.
Okay, no problem.
So, and that would be going through Police Chief David Hoffman. So if you'd like, I can give him a call, see if he's available to speak with both of you.
Yes,
Appreciate that.
Okay,
appreciate
perfect.
it.
Can you give me
that.
your names again, or do you have anything?
Brown Bay.
Carl Bay.
Got it, guys. Give me just a few, and I will see if I can get you connected with them.
Thank
That
you
way
so
we can-
much,
Congratulations,
ma'am.
I appreciate you. Respect to you. Let me see that paperwork card. Pull out the charter. Just you know, I got the Indiana vehicle codes, everything. I got everything I need with me, man. I got everything I need with me, and I'm also, in the end, I'm gonna pull out our fees and fines schedules. You know, our when they breach the trust. Yeah. I need some money, man. I let them go this time, but next time I'm gonna need some money, man. Being a trustee over this trust.
This man, they gave me 2 tickets. They were talking about some false government identification with more than intentionally operating a vehicle without ever receiving a license. Do they not know that we know what a vehicle is? Do they not know we know what commercial use is? I'm just saying, even if I was a citizen of a state, I still don't need a license unless I'm using it for commercial use.
Don't even do that, Mo. Just stick to the script.
6.5 hours later.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, here to speak to the chief.
What's going on?
My name is Byron Brown Bay. I'm the Attorney General for the province of Indiana, United States of America Republic.
Okay. Say what?
Yeah, then we just got sent down here by the mayor's office to speak to the chief. What's her name? It's a female.
Okay. What's going on? I'll let them know.
All right.
Yeah, she just told us we could speak to the chief because I tried to speak with you already and nothing has happened. That's why I want to speak to her now, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hang on. All right, let me go get her.
Can we stop there at the call?
I'll have you sit right here in this little area right here.
What's your name, brother?
Cantrell.
Cantrell, badge number?
5. So, they want to speak with you, Chief.
Okay. What's going on, brother?
It's a female. She's something you told me to speak to. It was a female officer that I was speaking to.
Let me do this. This the chief, please.
Okay.
How you doing, sir? My name is Byron Brown Bay. I'm the Attorney General for the province of Indiana, United States of America Republic. Basically, one of your officers basically took one of his identification cards, basically his nationality card, IDs, out of our state DMV. And this is recognized by the Secretary of State, state of Indiana. We've been here for 5 years, so we're our own state government, and we issued our own documents. And I got the charter and stuff right here. I've already talked to the Sheriff's Office in Marion County. We don't report to over Marion. The problem was, I don't know if you guys was aware of, but this was something that was legal and legit versus something that you was probably formally informed of that was our citizens. So the thing is, we need to get the legal route to fix all these things. And we have a state, we got a constitution, we're living by law, brother. So the thing is, me being an agent of this corporation, I need his ID back in his property state.
Now, he took my ID and I have registration, plates, and insurance with the same name that's on the driver's license.
Okay, so we have another member of the fictitious U.S.A.R government who has gotten his nationality card and driver's license kidnapped from him, I guess, at a traffic stop. So they're going to the chief of police to try and retrieve his fictitious U.S.A.R driver's license. This is already the 3rd or 4th or maybe even 5th video we've seen of these U.S.A.R members getting their fictitious driver's licenses taken from them. When will these people wake up? Your U.S.A.R government means nothing to the rest of the world. It only means something to you guys living in a fantasy. Now, I know you guys paid your money for the fictitious license, but you need to take that up with your president, C. Cannon Bay, and ask for a refund because the stuff has been deemed fictitious over and over and over again, which is why the police keep taking them from you guys.
Who? I want to figure out who gets the report because their names are not on it. And that's what I'm trying to find out.
It's Officer Wright.
Right? Who else?
It was Officer Wright, I think his name was.
Okay.
Now, what I'm saying is, I have my insurance.
You got his insurance, you got his title. Go ahead and show him real fast, brother. Issued out of your government.
Everything is legit.
Wrong.
And then he tried to charge me with false government identification.
Excuse me, sir. What in the doohickey are you talking about? The officer didn't try to charge you with having fake government identification. He actually did charge you with having fake identification. And you know why? Because your U.S.A.R government identification is fake, fictitious, fraudulent. When are you guys going to wake up and smell the roses? Your government is fictitious, so you presenting your IDs as if they're actual government identification is a crime, which is why you have been charged with it, and you will lose your case, and these officers will not be giving you your U.S.A.R fictitious identifications back. That is a done deal. Now, if you have an issue with it, take it up with your leader, C. Cannon Bay, and ask him for a refund. Show him this video. Show him that you were charged with having fictitious identification and demand a refund, sir.
And then he tried to charge me with false government identification.
And I can go into our charter right now.
This is my registration. I have my birth certificate with the same name on there.
The state gave us the power to make all these instrumentalities for our national citizens that come on this government.
But I would like to put that one back.
Is it safe to say all these arguments you're making should be made in a courtroom?
Exactly. I'm glad the officer just said that to him. Sir, you have been charged with having fictitious government identifications, so you have a court date. You go to your court date and you argue your case there. You running to the chief of police as if he is going to side with you and give you your fictitious identification back is absolutely ridiculous. And it's a wonder why the rest of the world laughs at you guys. You guys are running around pretending as if you have your own government. Well, why didn't you just send your government in to get your ID back, and then if they don't give it back, declare war? Because you're not getting your fictitious government identification back. It is unlawful, and it's absolutely ridiculous that you're running down to the chief of police to make these arguments when these arguments should be made in a courtroom. These officers are not going to give you your stuff back. That is it. Take the L and walk away.
And I can go into our charter right now.
This is my registration. I have my birth certificate with the same name on there.
The state gave us the power to make all these instrumentalities for our national citizens that come on this government.
But I would like to put that one back.
Is it safe to say all these arguments you're making should be made in a courtroom?
No, because there is no habeas corpus, brother. We don't do court. There is no habeas corpus.
So was there an arrest made, or
no? But they're trying to file some kind of charges and things of that nature. We're not. That's not charged.
So was there a summons issued during the incident?
Months later, yes.
Power on.
They gave me a summons.
Okay.
But when they stopped me, this is what he stopped me for: failure to signal, turn, and then something speeding.
Right.
These other two things, I guess he added on once he had time, and then something. I don't understand, and everything is valid.
So you understand?
No,
we were not there. Do you agree to that?
But I know that you guys, you guys, the Lawrence Police Department, right? It's under Indiana Beach. You have the power to do certain things, right?
As far as
if I don't come out here, brother, as the AG and basically advise you all these things, because my job is to educate law enforcement, because we understand that probably not all the way educated. Because, we're assigned to the Indiana Vehicle Codes. I don't know if you're familiar with the 92417.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
So Indiana code 92417?
Yes, vehicle codes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we don't have to, I ain't gonna go into that on camera, but you know what I'm talking about. That's why he can ride around and do what he's doing. Plus, Connie Lawson gave us the power to issue, make all our birth certificates, instrumentalities, everything. So this is illegal instead of somebody going out here doing it illegal.
And y'all gonna keep doing it though. It's
That's
like,
why I came to talk to
I
you.
can go down there, but we're trying to get an understanding with you guys. I just came from down there. We got an understanding, but we're trying to get an understanding with you guys. Because see, every time he's pulled me over, he started yelling something about a sovereign citizen. And we don't play.
We don't have problems with Marion County no more, Indianapolis. We don't have problems there no more.
They pulled me over.
State police get behind me and everything. They don't mess with me nothing on state police. They recognize us.
But only here you guys keep saying that we're sovereign citizens and that my ID is invalid. Why do they keep doing that?
We'll go back.
Excuse me, let me interject. I'll answer that question for you. They keep doing that because you guys are sovereign citizens and you guys are riding around with fictitious license plates and driver's licenses and other fictitious government identifications. That's why they keep doing it. It's already deemed that your stuff is fictitious. It doesn't matter how much you guys pay for the stuff. It's fictitious. Your government is fictitious. Point blank, period. Wake the hell up.
What the police told me at the police academy, I understand why they may be under the impression because this is what they was familiarized with.
Now, we just left the mayor's office. They told us to come and talk to a female officer who was supposed to be here in charge right now.
Well, I like this picture. Hold on. Let me capture this.
I want you to capture that person's name.
So let me tell you how this goes, basically, brother. You all are in breach of our trust. Let me go ahead and say it. We have our scheduled fees under this, which is basically discrimination against the state, false charges, taking a Moorish American hostage, anything of that nature. It's huge penalties. Because I'm going to tell you. Okay, so Connie Lawson, while we set this up, gave us the power to incarcerate or fine any corporate board members, officers, agents of any corporations for violations of environment laws, unethical practices, civil rights violations, and human rights violations. In this charter, we can do everything any other state has power to do.
Okay, so it seems this Moorish American has turned it up a notch. He's getting a bit more demanding. But do you see the look on this officer's face right now? He is thinking to himself, what in the doohickey is this man talking about? Did you just hear what he just said? That the state gave them power to incarcerate people? Well, if that's true, why don't you lock these two officers up right now for not cooperating with you and giving you your fictitious government IDs back? Why don't you do that since the state gave you the power to do it? Why don't you exercise that right, buddy? These people are an absolute joke. U.S.A.R is a joke.
I don't need to explain that.
And that includes
I know we're presidents. You know, I've been doing this for a while now, and the thing is, I'm practicing the best diplomacy I can with you all, because the thing is we're not trying to take things farther than what they need to go. Does that make sense? So the fact is that he does have a legitimate driver's license issued out of our state BMV, which can be verified. His title, his registration, he's legit. He passed a real course, just like any other state requirement is required to do, to make sure that they at least know that he went through a basic training to be on the road. So this is no sovereign citizen. This is legal. And I need you all to understand this. Honestly, it's a waste of my time because I have other things to be doing, dealing with our office. So unfortunately, I'm out here dealing with this because of one of my citizens that's basically, being subject to things that he's not subject to. He's Asiatic, that's his race. His nationality is Moorish American. His legal status of law is white person.
That,
so
fingerprint and
they have
black. I'm not black, and they try to make me be black. They want to put me in the system as a black man. Why? I do not know.
Really? You don't know why they put you in the system as a black man? Well, I'll tell you. They put you in the system as a black man because you are a black man. It doesn't matter that in your mind you want to believe that you're a Moorish sovereign citizen. Like I said in all of my other previous videos, the rest of the world is not obliged to play along with your fantasy world. You can call yourself whatever you want. You can call yourself a Moorish American, Moorish American national. It doesn't matter. When you go into the system, you are a black man, and that is the bottom line. There is nothing you can do to change that. So you guys just need to stop playing these fantasy games and join the rest of the world, because you guys sound absolutely ridiculous.
I committed no crime. I entered a complaint form against the officer. No one ever called. I never heard anything about the complaint form. Because it wasn't me. He was speeding.
Who
The Officer Wright. He wasn't even on duty. He was just driving real fast.
I'm with this
And
man
that
4
man
days a
pulled
week,
me over.
and honestly, he has no reason to be speeding since I've ever been in the car with him or been around him. I haven't seen Carl speed. So as his AG, I'm going to witness that and be a witness to that.
But besides the fact, it wasn't. He just pulled me over on like he was mad. He had a bad day. But has anyone addressed the complaint form that I issued against the officer?
No.
No?
I haven't seen it. That doesn't mean I'm not the only one here though. Listen, hold on before you get upset. I'm not the only commander that's here as well. It
And this,
went
I
to
issued
somewhere
it
else.
days. This happened in October. That's why I'm trying to get my driver's license back.
You need his driver's license back. I need his property back. Sure, go ahead and show him an ID I had to reissue back to you, man. But I do need the other ID because it's government property, intellectual property. That's government property. It's issued out this state. Just like if something was issued out of your corporation, y'all will have to return it back to the
I had
owner.
got it switched over to the province of Indiana. He took it and said, "Oh, that's not real." Now I have myself been to court several times. I went to court in Texas
Show the back of it.
because they thought it was a fraudulent identification card. I went to court and they gave me my identification
Calm
back.
down, because this is how we're showing them what these
but
are
I
going to
shouldn't
look
have
like.
to
So they
done-
know.
I shouldn't have had to do
I
that.
understand, but think about if somebody doesn't know.
Right, exactly.
So,
So this says the word Texas on it.
right, because we have the province of Texas, we have the province of Ohio, and he was in Texas before here. The one I issued was the province of Indiana. That you, the one
No,
you
it's
were.
the province of Texas.
Same.
I had two.
Two of them.
Is there a reciprocal agreement between Texas, the province in Texas, and the province in Indiana?
Yes.
So can you not drive with the authorization of that
He can,
identification card?
but at the same time, sir, he's in the province of Indiana now, and this is where he's going to be domiciled at. So therefore, he needs to get a province of Indiana state identification card.
Wait a second. So you have a second fictitious identification? Why are you down here fighting for the other one back? Just take it as a loss. You have a backup, and that's it. Oh, you know what it is? They know eventually that they'll be pulled over again, and then his second one will be taken away from him, and then he'll be out of about $100. So he wants to get the other one back just in case he gets into another encounter with officers, which he will, because they love driving around with these fictitious license plates. So he will have some more police contact, and his backup fictitious driver's license nationality card will get taken as well. This is absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe he has a backup and he's fighting this hard to get the other one back out of police evidence or wherever they're keeping it at. This is a joke.
Were you charged by the state of Indiana with operating without a state of Indiana driver's license?
Pull it out. False. They said it was false government identification. Like our government's not real and it's not recognized by the states.
Excuse me, sir, but your government is false and it isn't recognized by the states, which is why your man was charged with having fictitious government identification. No one recognizes your fake U.S.A.R government. Get a clue.
Were you charged by the state of Indiana with operating without a state of Indiana driver's license?
Pull it out. False. They said it was false government identification. Like our government's not real and it's not recognized by the states or DC.
Or
We are.
intentionally operating a motor vehicle without ever receiving a license.
Yes, okay. Operating never received, class C misdemeanor.
Okay, and then false government identification. That's what I was charged with too.
And again,
from your officer.
all due
Again,
respect, I feel like I'm assuming the role of a judge.
no,
and I don't have that
but
authorization.
the officer that did all of this is under your command. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now I'm asking you, and we're trying to prove to you that all of my things are
All this
valid,
is legit.
so
Everything
you
that was
can
done was
address
illegal.
your officers,
I
so
understand.
this doesn't continue to happen.
So
Because I'm going to continue to drive with my plates and everything.
I am too, because I have been. If we're going to the mayor's office, if I don't get the
Right now, I'm
ID
gonna
and
go right
stuff
back
back.
to the mayor's
And I
office.
mean, if I have to do certain things on my orders of office, man, I'm gonna have to, man. So, I mean,
Well,
if you
what-
all don't want to rectify it, I wish the best of luck.
Now, what makes this whole situation absolutely ridiculous is that this brother is sitting up here acting like he's some type of big shot in the U.S.A.R government, and he just doesn't realize how things work. He's sitting up here pleading his case to this officer as if the officer is the judge. That is not how things work. You have a court date, go plead your case there. You don't sit up here and try to plead your case to the officer. The officer doesn't have the authority to issue your things back. You have to go to court, and if the judge finds in your favor, then you will get your stuff back. But the officers does not have the authority to give you back your fictitious identification. Now, it's just sad that these are the people that are leaders in their fake U.S.A.R government, because how is the leader an absolute moron? So imagine what the people that he's leading, imagine their intelligence level. This is just a shame, and people should, I hope you guys just don't fall into this nonsense, because as you can see, none of this stuff is legitimate. These U.S.A.R government issued license plates and driver's licenses are all being confiscated every time these gentlemen have some type of police contact. So do not waste your money on this stuff. Do not join this U.S.A.R fictitious government. You will be wasting your money. It will literally be like throwing money down the toilet.
Yeah, I just want to know, like, are you going to address the issue now that you see these things are valid?
you want me
can go,
to determine guilt
No,
or innocence?
no,
we're not asking you.
Not at all. See, you see, look. What am I saying?
Do you
is,
understand why I'm not clear on this?
Well, what am I trying to get you
You
to
ever
do
heard-
is that, you see, we're trying to show you
One
that
at a
the
time.
validity.
Hold on. Let me do this real fast, man. You ever heard of the United States Constitution?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what about, you ever heard of Article 3 of the United States Constitution?
Not off the top of my head, I cannot. quote
Okay,
it.
well, I'm a constitutional law man, so basically, we're citizens under the same state claiming land grants under different states, which the United States would be a party between. So everything you do with us is federal. So the whole point is, it was ratified. That's why we have our own marshal services out here now, and that's why we have our own courts and our chief justice. So the thing is,
Shouldn't
we're
you
going
make this argument in front of a United States judge?
No,
I shouldn't
we don't have to. We don't have to do no habeas corpus.
It should be a federal.
Man, give me that charter, man. I'm just going to show them the pride I got the pride to do, man.
It doesn't-
We're not going to keep doing this, man. We get the pride to do everything other states got the pride to do, man. I'm going to do my job, brother. Just going to let you know it, man. I'm not going to keep playing games because, like I said, Chief, man, it seems like a runaround game. You know what business is, and I don't have time to keep doing this, man, to keep coming out here, man. It's wasting my time. I got things I can be doing. We need the ID back and throw the cases out. You choose not to wish to do it,
We
then
don't
I'll
have
do what
the
I have to
authority to
do.
do that.
You're right.
Really?
Okay. Don't. All right.
It's
That's
the
it.
chief of police.
I'm
The
not-
case is filed with the courts.
This is in the
not a criminal
Marion.
case, though.
This
You
is a
guys-
Marion County Circuit Court
So,
issue.
okay, can I see a...
Yeah, out of the city of Lawrence, by your officers. You shouldn't be on that case.
Your officers filing a false police report there. Can I please make a complaint about that, Danny? Can I do that?
We've already done it. I've done it plenty. They're not going to respond, and I don't have time for this no more. I'm just going to show them behind this, man. I'm going to say this last thing right here.
Well, listen, I already
Say this
made one.
last
No one has
thing, we
addressed
can
it.
go.
Is it-
Proved to file County lost in Indiana Secretary of State, date and time 10/26/2016. The business of this corporation is from time to time to do any one or more of the acts and things herein set forth. It may conduct business in the state of Indiana, other states, the District of Columbia, and the territories and colonies of the United States, North, South, and Central America, and the adjoining islands, the North and Northwest and Southwest Africa, any foreign country country. Have one or more officers out of the state of Indiana and hold, purchase, mortgage, convey real or personal property within or without the state of Indiana. Shall also have power to fine or incarcerate any corporate board members, officers, or agents of any corporation for violation of environmental laws, human rights laws, civil rights violation, unethical practice. This state government should always put human needs before corporate ones. It should always stand for morality before immorality. It should always protect the needy and afflicted. The corporation to have perpetual existence. The principal office of the corporation will be located at 3336 West 164th Street, Moroccan province of Illinois, unless otherwise specified. The provinces are as follows. First province is Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin. States only have your criminal law only affects within the boundaries of your territorial jurisdiction. We ratified the boundaries assigned to such states by the Act of Redemption in 1928, the Pan American Conference. We're not under your state government. He's not a U.S. citizen. He's not a resident of the state of Indiana. He domiciled the province of Indiana. He's a national citizen of the United States of American Republic, national de jure government. And I'm gonna say one thing, brother. We have the power. I'm not even gonna say the word. But we have power to do everything any other state has power to do. So if we're gonna play these games, the subject game, then that's what we're gonna do, man. But it's consequences behind violating these laws, sir. You know, you're in this position of duty, and to be a chief and not to be aware of the full scope of the law, to be able to rectify a wrong that you're a corporation or you being a head agent of this corporation, you know, an officer, it's sad. You know, who's the president? Who's the president of the Lawrence, City of Lawrence Police? Who's the president? I need corporate board members now.
We don't have a corporate board, and we don't have a president.
So you don't have a president. So you all work with IMPD? Are you kind of solely on the IMPD? What is the relationship here? Because I know I can pull IMPD's business license up and they have a president. I can go to Edward P. Brickley's house. Edward P. Brickley. I can go straight to his house.
Ed Brickley?
Yeah.
Is the president of IMPD?
I got the charter right here, brother.
Just asking.
Yeah. These are facts, and I know where people stay. This is not a game, man. I'm just trying to let you.
When you say you know where people stay, what
You guys, all
does that
public
mean?
information means
We got all this. Everything is public. You're a public servant. I'm a public servant for him. I'm a sworn officer of the court. I got to protect him. I can't let you all and your department think that you all can impede or mess with our government or any of my subjects or citizens. You see what I'm saying? And like I said again, I'm out here as the AG this morning because of this problem. I'm the Attorney General for the province of Indiana for the United States of American Republic. It means I'm the chief law enforcement, chief legal advisor, and lead the state province and all litigations and investigations.
Excuse me, Mr. AG of the U.S.A.R. fictitious government. You are wasting your breath here. These officers will not be giving your boy his fictitious U.S.A.R. driver's license back. He has a court date. Go to the court hearing, argue your case there, and the judge will make a decision over it. Now, I'm almost 100% sure that the judge will be deciding not in your favor, but that's just an L that you have to take. But all of this other rhetoric that you're spewing is pure nonsense. And these officers will not be giving you your U.S.A.R. fictitious driver's license back. Ladies and gentlemen, any Moorish sovereign citizen looking to possibly join this U.S.A.R. group, do not do it. Use this video as evidence. Anything that you purchase from their website is fictitious and will be taken from you the minute you have any type of police contact. So you will be wasting your money if you join this group and purchase their fictitious items.
This is not no made up game. We do this, man. I've been doing this for 4 years now, brother.
So during this encounter today,
I was going to come out there that same night.
Would you agree that we've treated you with respect and dignity during this encounter today, right here in this lobby?
Yeah.
Are we treating you with respect and dignity?
Chief, you've been utmost respectful.
Yes,
and
sir.
he has too. Tracy has too. There is no arguments that I may have with you, but at the same time, the only thing that I would like to say is, Chief, you need to right that wrong, man. Honestly, you need to right the wrong. The mayors and them sent us to you to, but your officers are the ones that signed up on it. Go tell them
He just said something that kind of piqued my attention.
Okay.
He said the court is going to determine if this is right or wrong.
I said we're going to go address these issues in court also.
Thank you.
But
Right there.
But if you After the court, I guess after they tell me to come back down here and get my ID back or whatever.
Yes, sir, we will release it upon the order of the judge.
But thank you. But after that, this is what I'm asking. Will you inform your officers that this is legal?
I absolutely will.
That's all that I'm trying to get. That's
Absolutely.
Here it goes.
Stop calling us sovereign citizens.
Right.
We're not a sovereign citizen.
The purpose and nature of this government, the purpose and nature of this government is to invest the powers and authority to create and enforce laws, impose tax and public protection laws, and properly manage the police force.
I'm a sovereign. So like you said, police or something.
We don't have to go to court. We don't have to go to court because I'm going to go ahead and show you in our Constitution that all the judges of the United States and the several states and all officers, legislative, judicial, or executive branch, just like him himself, you're bound by oath to uphold our Constitution. If you violate it, you can be punishable by law.
You're retarded.
We're building our own jail right now, man. So, I mean, you guys keep going on with this, man. Like it, I love it, but I need some money.
I went through this before. I've done this before, but I just want to get an understanding that you guys can inform your officers. You can go look up the validity of this yourself. I'm not saying.
Go ahead, let me see my address real fast, man, so they know. See that right there, man?
Look it up for yourself.
The feds even honor this, huh? Come through the United States Postal Service like that. Come on, man. Province of Indiana, not the state. And that came from the province of Illinois. This is real, man.
I just want some.
Dedicated my whole life to this, man.
I don't want to do here, then your officers pulling me up and say,
Well, here's
you're a sovereign citizen.
Here's a pledge I will make to you. When this sees its way through court,
okay.
If your argument of independence stands up,
Oh, okay. So
then we will educate our officers as to how we should
Thank you.
address you.
A question though, why would this have to hold up in the court? You don't have to go to court.
That you have my
Now,
pledge
it's
on
not
that.
going to go to court, but it's going to get settled once they read the paperwork I submitted. Thank you. I appreciate everything you say, Hawkman.
And I mean that.
Thank you.
If we're doing something wrong, then we will fix it.
Appreciate it. I really do.
Okay?
That's all I want.
This is something that we just don't have experience with.
But you got.
And my job is to educate.
Yes, sir.
My specific job is to educate law enforcement. That's why Marion County, the sheriff's office,
sir.
and IMP, that's why they don't mess with us no more.
I literally didn't pull over to get my driver's license.
The state trooper get behind me. The brother pulled right next to me. Said, "I already know about you all, man. You good, make it." They already know what's up, man. It's just when we come to these,
And we're not trying to say like we're above the law.
we don't have a lot of citizenry yet. They don't predominantly know. That's why I'm not mad, because I actually kind of understand, brother.
Right.
You know, it's something new that may be in the city of Lawrence going on that
It
everybody's not, up to date about. But this is the job that, I have to practice diplomacy with you all and build a better relationship.
Yes, sir.
So we can move forward in the future and better work together.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Respects to you, brother. Gratitude. I'm glad that we could have this form of
Yes, sir.
diplomacy.
Look forward to talking to you in the future.
You too, brother.
All right.
Peace and love.
All right.
That's all I'm saying. I like how you did that. I like how you did that. Straight up. I really do.
Man, I love what I do, man. Hey, G out here, man. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
We ain't playing no games, bro. And if we need to be back, we'll be back.
I hear you right here.
Tripping. You hear me though? And if we need to be back, we'll be back.
This and that. Educate your motherfucking officers.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't going down there to do shit. Head on stone. We good.
Yeah,
That's all I want.
That's a bet.
Now, Stone, what I'm gonna do is they said something about, I got the paper, they talking about something about something.
It would be hilarious if these two fools got pulled over right now.
Something. I'm gonna treat their ass though. It's all love. That's all I wanted to talk to. Come February.
As you can see, none of the things that these two U.S.A.R members said to these officers worked. They didn't leave out of there with their identifications. They must go argue their case in court. Ladies and gentlemen, use this video as proof that anything coming from the U.S.A.R fictitious government is not legitimate, and if you waste your money on purchasing anything from them, you're just out of your mind, because this video serves as proof that when you make police contact, the officers will deem anything you purchase from U.S.A.R fictitious, and they will be confiscating it, and you will have to go and plead your case in court, and you will lose. So don't bother wasting your money on anything that the U.S.A.R Moorish Sovereign Citizen Group is offering. It is a waste of money. You will literally be flushing your money down the toilet. I have a couple of other videos up on the channel with similar incidences with these guys going to jail for driving around with the U.S.A.R fictitious license plates and getting pulled over and going to jail because of the U.S.A.R fictitious driver's licenses, and videos showing that the U.S.A.R fictitious car insurance is illegitimate. You will catch cases behind any of the stuff that U.S.A.R sells you. Do not waste your time joining the U.S.A.R Moorish Sovereign Citizen Group. You will be wasting your time and money. Do not do it.